Hello and welcome back to Millie's Mediocre Farms. My name is Millie and welcome to my mediocre slime farm. So you may ask yourselves, what do you mean slime farm? You were saying you were going to make a flying machine and you're going to do a sugarcane farm or like a bamboo farm or something like that next to the windmill. And you're asking yourself, but Millie, why are you here in a carved out slime chunk? Standing here with some moss and stuff, and I will tell you is because I didn't have any slime. That's the reason. I had enough slime to breed up the frogs for my frog life farm, and I had absolutely no other slime. So what do I do when I don't have a actual, a swamp or anything nearby? I started carving out this monstrosity, and well, I started carving it out before I realized that slime can't spawn above 40, and this is definitely above 40. This is 77. So, Mediocre Farms, again, like, welcome to Millie's Mediocre Farms. Why be Mumbo when you can be like Millie and be mediocre? So, all the way down here, I ended up going down to Area 40, and, I decided that, slowly carving this out will give us a lot of resources, but also, well, we can at least let our slime farm sort of do something. Obviously, this is not great. Again, mediocre. I am only looking for just so much slime. I don't do a lot of redstone. I needed like 4 or 5 slime blocks, and there's stone down here. So yeah, this is my mediocre farm. I'll show you. We'll go up front. It's got mine carts running along this section and the two sections above. The slimes, run up here, get hit by this fella, drop down or die here on either side. And it gets picked up there, gets picked up here, and so far they're just falling. And you know what? Most of my slime ends up falling right along this section here and that section there, and probably despawns. So again, very mediocre. I need to work on this a lot, like a lot. But I got what I needed. And I have slime blocks to make a flying machine, and I have no idea how to make a flying machine, so I started just digging out more of this chunk. And if we come all the way back up here, ta-da! Slime! It's not a lot, but it's slime! I'm so excited. So while I'm getting together things to actually make a real-life flying machine, watch the time lapses of me building this thing out. Yeah, go ahead. And just as a spoiler here, there's a moment where I wasn't sure whether this was an actual slime chunk or not. So you will see that there is a slime chunk right next to this slime chunk, and I'll show you where that is. So against the ladder, like kitty corner to this wall here, like going out in either direction, is another slime chunk. So in the video, you'll see slimes spawn, not where I am, but elsewhere. And then I started to really panic that I had picked the wrong chunk until one finally shows up. So enjoy. All right, now that we have all of our supplies pulled together and I laid out the track. Now, mind you, this is not going to be the final where I'm going to put it. I'm actually going to dig it down, but I was laying out the track to see if it would fit in the space that I wanted and how well the layout could be, etc., etc. Plus, I wanted to not completely block the view of our windmill and also give us an area so we can bring this path down finally, connect it down here so it can connect around the sniffer pin. And also, like, if it grows up tall, it'll block part of that. So I'm still fiddling with it. I might move it back before I go into the time lapse here. But I did grab all the things that I need for a flying machine and looked up a tutorial. So hopefully that will be easy enough. It was only a couple minutes long. It doesn't look like it's that complicated. Wish me luck. We're trying something for the first time. All right, everybody. Well, as you can see from the time lapse, I was having some technical difficulties with this flying machine, and it took me an additional hour to figure it out. But I think I understand it now. And obviously we need walls and we need glass and we need all that, but I think I got it. I think I figured it out. Like, that observer sees that thingy, and then that observer sees that thingy, and then it just keeps going back and forth. And I'm so excited I finally got a flying machine to work. This is my first one. Oh my gosh. A flying machine, guys. All right, so let's turn off this racket for a little while. It'll go back there, and then it'll stop here. And probably... Okay, whew. Okay, I probably should put this lever over there, I think. Let's see, it should go all the way down to the end and then come right back, and then it should just stop, I think, since I powered it, right? Okay, good. Whew, all right. So now that we have all that in place, I just kept having, I set up the observer over on that side wasn't aligned with this observer, and that was the important step that was missing. And I'm sure any of you redstone expert flying machine people would probably have noticed it right off the bat what I screwed up, but you know what? I figured it out. I'm pretty excited about this. And now we have a hopefully working bamboo farm once this is all said and done. Now, we gotta be very careful about not having anything higher than this level, so that the sticky slime blocks do not stick to it. But I brought plenty, well, I brought plenty of glass, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put glass in here. I'm gonna plant bamboo around. Not underneath it, that's not gonna help. I got plenty of this. Oh yeah, it's gonna grow very quickly. And then the hoppers will catch it, and then we'll have plenty more bamboo where that came from. And I think it'll be safe because the flying machine doesn't go any further than this wall. We'll be able to build up this wall. It's just anywhere that this glass needs to touch, we need to continue to have the glass. So the slime it still slides. So Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. I love this. And let's see here. Well, so we have the glass. So we need to put glass along these rows. And I don't know where that's going to end. Now you could also use like glazed terracotta. So I might come back in later and use a little bit of glazed terracotta. Let's see. If this stops 2 back, it should probably stop 2 back over here too. Right here. Yeah, so we'll put it right there and we'll put it right there. Let's do a little test again to see if it works. There we go. Broke the bamboo. Now obviously we want pretty tall walls so that that bamboo can grow to its little heart's content. Nice, okay. If it comes back okay. It does. Oh, it's spitting out. So we do have to put walls, obviously, because this thing is spitting this bamboo. But I think if the minecart is going, let's see if it picks these up. Oh no, I might not have put the minecarts long enough. Oh shoot. Because I had to move this back at one point because I couldn't quite figure it out. Okay. So I'm going to move this around. We're going to build this up a little bit and attempt to make it look pretty. Welcome back to the bamboo farm. We now have a working bamboo farm, and I did a little decorating, obviously, as you can see here. We put in some cool little windows, and I completely switched out the tracks for mud and hoppers. So yeah, we have hoppers here now. Whoops. Hoppers. And I was thinking that maybe I'd have some issues with some lag or dropping frame rates, but you know what? It seems to be doing okay. I'm still getting 112, 113 this area, so it's been doing fine. And obviously the bamboo has been going crazy. I've let it go so that you can get an idea of how fast this thing is. And if we come down here, that's how much bamboo we have on this side. And I do have a second one over here, and hindsight, I think I probably should have done it into both on that side, but it's all right. It's fine. I've also decorated this area. I've kind of given it a bit of a Polynesian sort of feel, or at least Pacific Asian, possibly. I really didn't have a specific thing I was going for. I just wanted to use a whole lot of cool yellow and green blocks because the bamboo looks good. And also love this mangrove red, and these are frog lights because, we had to use them for our frog light farm. Now we have a couple of little windows that we can look into, watch the flying machine as it goes on this side, and I love how this flippy flaps as it goes. We're going to turn it off again so you can watch all of this magic happen here. Da, 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 da. And I like how as it comes back, it kind of sweeps all the bamboo, and look how fast. Like, okay, so there is a couple bamboo sitting right there, and then we can just send the flying machine back again. Boop. And we'll just have it push all that bamboo right back off onto the ground, and then it'll come back and push it all back again. We'll shut that off. And there we go, and it should be very clean. Yeah. Obviously, I planted some bamboo under it over on that side that I didn't need to, so that will never grow, but that's okay. It's fine. And then if we come down here, you can see it filtering in on, it'll be filtering in on both sides. And yeah, like, I think I did it tall enough that I don't think I see too much loss up above it. There's a little bit of loss up there, I see. So at some point, we might end up like, hello, changing it up and then making more walls, or maybe putting more glass or something. But you know what? I don't need a lot of bamboo. It's just me. And this is a ton. Obviously, it takes a lot to create these bamboo mosaics, but I don't know what I'm going to do with the bamboo yet. obviously we need to go back to our jungle. We have this little area here. Obviously I made a nice little path that goes down to our sniffer pen. And then there's a cute little light because I couldn't help it. I love those frog lights. I love the look of that. That is so cute. Like AFK'd over here a little bit, let the bamboo grow up, done a little bit with the sniffers, and then did a little bit more with the windmill. And I also put some seeding in over here because it makes it like a nice little park. So what are we going to do next week? This is a little shorter of a video because it took a long time to get all of this stuff done. Obviously, we are finally going back to the desert. We are finally going to face what happened. I think we've rectified things with our sniffer friends over there now. And we're going to go exploring. We're going to go find camels. And I think the best place for the camels is not bringing them back here, but actually having a home built out there, as well as, you know, I found a pyramid that we haven't explored yet. So lots of goodies. And obviously I need to get some armor trims on this armor. Like, stat. I have chosen the armor trims that I would really like to do, so hopefully those will work out well. And now that it's getting dark, I better bid you adieu. So have a fabulous week, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.